Okay, Mr. Thriller Extra, let's see if this is really like walking into death's arms, as you say. And today's episode of Let's Play Gargoyle's Quest brought to you by Luton's Wildberry Throat Soothing Lozenges, because without them, I would not feel nearly as good enough to start recording something like this as I do right now. And maybe you can hear traces of it in my voice, maybe you can't, but yeah, definitely not 100% right now as far as health goes. Ooh! That was really like hugging the Grim Reaper there. I'm never going to listen to anything that guy says again. When we get out, we get a Talisman of the Cyclone. Man, it's like we're actually actively pushing the Reaper away. He could not have been more wrong than he was. Let's see what's up in Little Mr. Town here. The palace. The only palace in the entire land. And it's there, north. Well, that seems like something the destroyers would do. Let's walk around. How many buildings we got in town here? 2, so it's probably just buy some Talismans of the Cyclone and get a password type of town. Not really, just kind of an intermediate place to stop and take rest. Okay. That's cool. I don't think we'll have to worry too much about that, though. Well, guess what, buddy? Bow, 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 bow. Anything from you useful? Where did he hide him? You're not really very helpful, guys. I'm getting out of here. This is like unhelpful city over here. But what is not unhelpful is going up here. First, fighting this guy. We don't strictly have to do this. But I love how he just says Firebrand as a sentence. Like, Firebrand. Let me test your strength. Okay, if this is how you're testing our strength, then this is going to be a really easy test. Gonna ace it! Yeah, they're pretty easy. Nothing to worry about there. What we really want is what's behind that guy. We didn't even have to really kill him, but you see what happens when people want to test my string now. But all you got to do now from here is go north, check this suspicious tree right here, and voila! Falcon Punch! Alright! The wings of the Falcon! It's like a 90s guy advertising a video game. The wings of the Falcon! They're totally radical. Press A to jump! Yep, and we can fly longer now. We're going to be using that shortly as well, after we wind our way out of a random battle here. I guess this guy wants to... Oh, hey, you should probably turn around, Firebrand. Ha, ha, ha! Okay. Alright, well, let's get on here and make our way to the next town, which isn't too far from here, actually. Just going to move right along and hopefully not run into too many random battles. Ooh. One whopping vial, but we'll be getting more soon because the enemies are about to start getting a little bit harder to beat, especially with our relative lack of mobility right now. But here's the real town we need to go to. I think this is just a stop off for a password. Nope, there's actually people in here. Useful people, maybe. Okay. Well, looky here, buddy. I can do it. I'm there, and it will actually take more than a few jumps, technically, because it's another one of those bridge levels, like the one that we had to cross to get the gremlin stick. Well, I'll tell you later, buddy. I'm too busy saving the realm to actually tell you what's going on in it. And in here we have... Ooh, hey, alright. Them dang old foreigners. Could it be the someone? Yeah, that guy that everybody knows exactly who you're talking about. Maybe they are. Maybe I found them and I'm wearing them right now. Look at me. See? Nice. Yeah, nice. Wow, a lot of actually buildings outside the norm around here. Huh? Yeah, there's a lot of this around here in town. If you are loafing around, I'll eat you! Yeah, everybody here is pretty interested in eating me, except for this guy back here, who has a pretty, actually, poor grasp of English and his surroundings. See, I don't know who this we is. You're just one person, unless you're, like, schizophrenic or something. And in here is outside, so you actually got off pretty easy, dude. We're gonna leave this town now. Not much going on here, either. And there are 2 branching paths here. One is a dead end, but it's got a very useful item for us. Moving right along then. here is what we're looking for up here. This is the essence of the soul stream. And it will actually say that you use the essence of the soul stream if you die within a level or an on-the-map battle scenario. But this is the actual essence of the soul stream item that we'll be able to use inside levels to restore our health. Now let's make our way across to the broken bridge. And it is blocked like they said, but we need to talk to this guy. Ho ho ho! Really? Man, some high-level trash talk going on here. I don't think we've seen these guys yet. They like to throw their top head at you. Wow, that was actually pretty good for the AI in this game, actually. I'm gonna wait for him to get a little farther away before he'll be back. I'm not too worried about it. But if you want to see the essence of the soul stream in action, here you go. It's this little vial with a heart over here. And when the menu is paused, you just go over and highlight it with the cursor and press the A button to use it. There we go, alright. And it will refill your health entirely. And you can use it once per level. Wow! Wow, I didn't think he'd actually touch me. So I guess we gotta do that all over again. That's awesome. Alright, having actually defeated those guys now, let's go ahead and cross the bridge. Now there's a trick to this. Even with our increased wingspan, we can't just jump from here and fly out. There's a trick to this. We've got to get down on the side of the cliff. I like to do it from fairly high, probably about right here. And then you have to jump off and not start flying until the end of your jump. See, even with our increased wings power, we barely had enough we were like halfway in the pit anyway. So once you get past that, this is actually pretty easy. We won't be crossing back over this bridge like we did the other one, thank God. But you do have to do some more tricks, like you have to wait for this to dip and then... Whoa! I didn't think I'd actually make it up there. That was nice. But now I can't reach the heart. Not as though I need it. But there you go. We've crossed the bridge and we only have to do it once, thank goodness. So here we are on the other side now. Let's wind our way down to the palace, which is right here. But first we gotta put up with another one of these little segments right here. Couple people to talk to. Firebrand! Why you here? Don't tell me you changed sides, bro. Well, I'm here now. But if you're loafing around, I'll eat you! Ha ha ha! Just kidding. Alright. What do you want? In there? Like, in here? Because I didn't see him here. Or do you mean in there? Or do you mean you have a terrible grasp of English and you deserve to die? Okay. They have risen from their graves to destroy the ghoul well. And one last guy before we head off into an action battle sequence. Aw, man! Don't get all down on yourself like that. Firebrand's here. He's gonna save the day. Once he walks out this door and explores this moderately difficult level, we gotta be very careful here because as you can see, some of the bricks here are fake out bricks. You can see there's a brick in front of me that there's like a white line below, and that means I can step on the brick and it will activate a trap fire pillar. A trap. So we need to avoid stepping on bricks like that whenever possible. They're fairly easy to see, like this one right here. And so we'll meet a few of those on our way through this level, but for the most part I wouldn't be too worried about it because they're easy to detect. See? One right here. And let's get down the wall so we don't have to deal with the guys spitting out giant eyeballs. And get ourselves some vials. There are quite a few vials in this level, actually. There's a dead-end part coming up. I think that, yeah, Kill Mr. Horny Toad, and then kill you before you can spit any eyeballs out. And now we can either go up or down. It would behoove us to go up. This is kind of a dead end right here. Whoa! Oh, man, I thought I took the hit for a second, but... Nope. A little more careful than that. And I'm not going to go any farther than this point right here, except to show you... Oh, crap, I still activated it. Oh, well, yeah. Well, if you touch the brick there, that ball will come rolling down and come after you. But there's a heart beyond that. But since we have full health, we don't need to waste our time going after that. Wait for him to spit something up, and then keep heading up. And we can actually avoid a ball here if we jump and just push it in and go in the space that it creates. Easy way to avoid getting hit there and spawning some other enemies. So now we're going to get up here, and this is the hard part of the level right here, because coming up, everybody's favorite thing in a video game next to birds, wind. Alright, pushing against that wind current. And we're going to run into a very difficult enemy here. We're not going to actually fight him because we don't really have the mobility to do so just yet. But we are going to make a show of trying to avoid him. There he is, right there. And once he goes underneath you, you can run away from him like so. And he does catch up to you fairly easily sometimes, so that's why we have Essence of the Soul Stream, so we can get away from turds like that. Oh god, he's still around. But eventually the wind will end after a certain point. Hopefully I land on something, thank god. But it seems like he went away, so hooray. Okay, only one respawn, good. But now the wind has ended, which means we're pretty near the end of the level, but there is going to be a boss fight here. I would like to go back and get this vial real quick, however. And then you can just blockbuster these things again. And now we're at the boss, who is a lot easier to avoid than Mr. Vampire Skeleton. And there he is. Woo, hello. And he's going to split off into 4 little bug-type things. Ah, crap. Oh, this could turn out bad. I really don't need this right now. There he goes. And he'll split off into 4 kind of insect things, but he'll only spawn on the one that you can see. Like, he won't spawn off screen. If you can see one of the bugs, that's where he'll spawn. He'll always spawn where you can see him, so I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this, really. There we go. And now he's going to come up here, hopefully where I can hit him. I think you can actually destroy the bugs, too, so you can get him to go somewhere else, maybe, but I'm not 100% on that. Oh, crap. I think he might be... Oh, good. He's not too low to hit there. Okay, which one's he gonna spawn as? Alright, thank goodness. I felt like I was getting cornered there quite a few times, actually. But now we get to go through and see King Darkone, and this is where our power is really gonna start picking up. Because once we talk to Darkone, he's gonna prove to be pretty awesome. First, we're gonna rob and loot his house. Yeah, 3 vials. What's over in the other one? I believe it's a Talisman of the Cyclone, actually. Yeah, extra life. For all that effort, I would sure hope so. But if you just try to talk to him, he's basically a sitting duck. He's totally stroked out. So we're going to go ahead and use the Candle of the Poltergeist that we've been carrying around on him. Alright, and with physical therapy, you should be up and walking in about 6 months. Oh! I can move! Well, how about that? Well, looks like I have a job to do then. Excellent. Well, I'll definitely get right on that. Hell yeah, I'm down with that. Okay. Well, if you're okay, I'm okay. Now here's where it gets good. Yeah! So, anything else for us? Yeah, I am. Hell yeah, I am. You'll see next time just how powerful I am. Alright, gonna go meet Lord Byman. Alright, and it's time to go. Both for Firebrand out the provided exit and for us today. No turning back from this point, but we'll explore a couple towns next time and hit up the Desert of Destitution, where we will just start getting more powerful even more rapidly. It's just kind of a snowball from this point onward. The game starts picking up in pace, and it's actually... the end of the second half is actually pretty truncated compared to the first half. Makes for a really short game. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves too quickly. We're just going to stop here for today and go to the Desert of Destitution to find Majorita next time.